Hello everyone, my name's Mr. Bulletinfire12 and welcome back to some more Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And it is once again time to prestige in this game. We're going to do the usual thing that we do with these videos and show all my creator classes, showing the combat record, the stats, and then we'll actually go ahead and actually prestige. So let's begin with the creator class and show you off all the classes I actually use this prestige. So I'll show you all the classes. I'm just going to point out before I start, most of these classes I didn't actually use a whole lot, purely for the fact that I did play a lot of Infected on this prestige. So most of these classes I didn't really use too much, but there are a couple of classes I did actually use a fair amount when I did actually use my classes, like this one for example, the ARX 160 Steelbite with the diamond camo. I finally got diamond camo. I was very close to it at the very beginning of this prestige and I finally got it, which I'm very happy about. Attachments on there are the red dot sight, foregrip and stock. My secondary is the MP443 Grack 1 Wood. Got perks wise, low profile, blind eye scavenger, XR mute device for the ability, and my score streaks are UAV, system hack and the bombing run. Next we've got the KF5 breakneck with the advanced rifling, parabolic microphone, Atlas 45 Huckleberry. Got low profile, blind eye and toughness for my perks, XR mute device for the ability, and UAV, system hack and bombing run for score streaks. Next we've got the SN6 III. This is the class I suppose I used. I did use this class quite a lot, as well as the ARX class. I've got the suppressor on there with rapid fire and stock, PDW compact for my secondary, low profile, blind eye and blast suppressor for my perks, with the trophy system on there as well, one frag grenade and UAV and system hack for the score streaks. And this is an example of a class that I barely used at all. I think I probably used this for maybe 1 or 2 games this prestige. The Obsidian Steed for the Battle 27 with a thermal and grenade launcher. I know it's a very odd combination of attachments I put on there, but I've never used the thermal before in this game. I wanted to try something new, so I used the thermal. I've got the Danger Close perk on with blind eye and hardwired, XO mute device, 2 frags, UAV, system hack and the warbird on my score streaks for this class. It sounded like a nice class. I did use it a couple of times, so it's probably one of the ones I didn't use too much, but I do like this class. I've set up here. The AMR9 Shorty with a red dot sight and extended mags, MP443 Grack 1 Wood with the laser sight attachment on there, low profile, blind eye toughness with exo cloak, a Semtex and UAV system hack bombing run. So that's half of them, so let's go through the other half. I'm still using the PyTac for my no perks, no attachments. I can use attachments, but I'm still trying to get the no perks camo. So I've got the thermal, foregrip and advanced rifling. Again, it's another class I use thermal on. Didn't get to use this class too much, obviously, because I did do a lot of prestige. Infected. Oh god, get my words wrong. I did a lot of infected on this prestige, so you know, some of these classes I didn't get to use too much, and this is obviously one of them. But I'll still keep going for this. UAV care package and the aerial recon drone. I've finished the recon drone challenge. I've done every score streak challenge now in this game. So I can use really whatever I feel like. I don't have to be sort of restricted to completing it to a challenge. I've done them all now, so that's good. I was happy to do that. Also gave me some quite nice XP as well. Next we've got the Armor Thunder Tusk with the target enhancer and stock, the Atlas 45 Huckleberry for my secondary, low profile, blind eye, scavenger for the perks, exo ability was the exo cloak, UAV system hack and bombing run for the score streaks. Next we've got the EPM3 Panorama, which comes pre-equipped with heat sink, the S12 Whirlwind Shotgun with the stock and advanced rifling, low profile peripherals and a blast suppressor. And I haven't used peripherals in a long time, and I barely used it at all this prestige because I did so much infected, but I'm sure I'll whack it on there on another class for the next prestige. Got the XO mute device on there, UAV, system hack and warbird for the score streaks, HBR A3 Raider with grenade launcher and red dot sight. The RW1 rail driver is on there. Got the low profile, danger close, blind eye and blast suppressor. We've also got the exo stim on there with the Semtex, UAV and the remote turret. And finally, the melee subverter with thermal, foregrip and stock. Perks are low profile, blind eye toughness and score streaks. We've got UAV, system hack and the bombing run. So those are all the classes I'd set up, but there was only really 2 of them I'd used a lot when I did actually go into game modes where I could actually use my own classes, because I did so much infected. Obviously you can't use your own classes in infected, but never mind. Infected is a great game mode. You know, I had fun playing. I got some good gameplay which I'm hoping to put into a video at some point. Obviously we had already had one up there anyway with the DNA bomb fail. Can't believe we're so close to that. Let's go into the combat record now. So far we've had 10 days, 13 hours and 56 minutes in combat, 33,350 kills, 1,166 wins. We've got a score of 5,642,335. Our KDs are 1.26 with a win loss of 1.33, and it's gone up a lot from the last one just because of how much infected I've done. It literally has. And score per minute is 370.33. So that's all the main bulk of it really. So now I'm just going to go through these quite briefly. I had 545 wins in domination. We've now had 249 wins in infected. Done so much infected. The only other last thing I'll comment on this is Search and Destroy. I've actually been playing a bit more Search as well, just to mix it up with the game modes, because I do play a lot of Domination and Infected. I've been playing a bit more Search again, because I've missed playing Search, and that SN6 class I showed you earlier, that was a good class to use. And then obviously sometimes I'd also whack out the Steel Bite for the ARX as well in Search, and that's also a good gun to use. So I think I might hop into more Search and Destroy. Oh god, what happened there? Let's go through weapons. So AK is still at the top, even though I didn't use it to prestige. ARX is now on second, been using that a bit more. Definitely want to get the SN6 up to 2000 because I do love that SN6, the third variant. And then I'll just scroll through the rest of these because otherwise, like I said before, it's just a case of I end up going through it too much. But I'm happy that the AE4 has now gone past 1000 kills because I think last time it was just almost there. But I've managed to get it past 1000 kills, which is good. And I'll just go through this down to the end so you can just see what the kills are like. And obviously now we're getting to the stage of weapons that I don't use too much. And these three, no, I'm not going to use those really. So next, Exo Launcher, frags, been using a lot of them. It's good I've been putting the Semtex a little bit on there just to mix it up a little bit. Spike Drone, obviously I use a lot of those for infected. And then I haven't used any of those. So next, Score Streaks. So we've got 3,284 UAVs. I've had 9,000. God! Can you imagine if I had 9,000 system hacks? No, we've got 929 system hacks. Care package, that's pretty high as well with 778. Bombing run. Oh, sweet, nice. We've got over. Whoa! We've almost got 600 bombing runs. Sweet, nice. That's insane. And then all these are sort of a bit average, but I can use whatever score streak I want now. And let's quickly go through the medals. I'm not going to go into these too much, but I've been getting a few more of sort of these sort of ones. Obviously, I've been playing Infected, and sometimes I get past more than 15 and get up to here, especially with that DNA bomb fail. I went on at 26. So close. I just couldn't believe I was so close. If you want to pause the video, if you want to have a look through these medals for what I've got. And then we're going to actually go into prestiging. I'm just trying to think what I want to unlock this time for this prestige. God, oh, I've never seen that before. I hadn't paid attention to that one. Look how many ones we've got there for domination. That just shows how much domination I've done. 6,951, that's insane. Wonder what it's going to be like when I get to Grandmaster. Okay, so that's all the medals, showing all the combat record, all the stats. Now let's go actually prestige. So what will I actually unlock? I'm not too sure yet, but let's read through this first. Reset your rank for a bit of Master Prestige. For this you'll gain a Master Prestige rank icon, calling card, player gear and permanent unlock. Your armory will remain along with any calling cards, emblem icons, challenges and attachments you have earned. More information? Let's go up here. Your rank and rank-based unlocks will be reset, including weapons, perks, and exo abilities. Your calling cards, emblem icons, challenges, weapon attachments, and armory items will be unaffected. So now what am I going to unlock this time? I'm going to just briefly look through everything, because I'm not too sure what I actually want. There's no point with that, there's no point. Or maybe, I don't know actually. I really don't know what I want to unlock. It may just be something random because I'm really not too sure. There's nothing in primary I really want. I'll get that fairly soon, no point with that. When am I actually going to use a crossbow? I might just unlock it on something that's quite high level. maybe like a spy drone or explosion drone or something like that. But it's not really... Or maybe an ability... Or... No, ability? What's it called? One of these wildcards. Maybe I'll do that on a wildcard, actually. Yeah, if there's nothing... No, there's nothing I can score streaks. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to use it on a wildcard. And I'm actually going to use it on the streaker wildcard, I think. Because I do use that sometimes. And it'll be handy to have it unlocked. You know what? That's what I'm going to unlock it on. I'm going to permanently unlock the streaker wildcard. That's what I'm going to unlock for my permanent unlock for this prestige. So let's go ahead and do it. There is no going back. Enter prestige. Let's do it! Ah, okay, so the AMR9 Pro Pipe was my elite weapon. I couldn't remember what this one was, but I'm pretty sure I've got that one as well. It's a more recent one. It's not one I've had like forever, so I'm just going to double check actually by looking at my armory. Yeah, 2 AMR9 Pro parts. Never mind. I don't mind. Bit of XP. But what I shall do to quickly end off this video is... What am I going to do? Player card. Player card. Let's put the new one on. It's a bit weird being this icon again because when I started doing YouTube again, I was still on Prestige 7. You know, I was still on this Prestige here. And now I'm on the gold version of this. So it's got weird to think that back in September I was just on Prestige 7. Now on Grandmaster Prestige 7. It's insane. But look at that, that looks great. And adds a lot. God, let me try that again. At the end of this video, let's open this advanced supply drop. What are we going to get this time? Okay. Emerald shooter. I've had that before. I've got to think of a better variant that I want to use instead. So, I mean, it's not the greatest advanced supply drop. Never mind. Can't always get elites out of them. Although I did get a legendary when I was leveling up through the last prestige, which I was happy about. I've had 2 legendaries in this game. They're very hard to come by. But anyway, that is everything I've covered for this prestiging video, so that's it. Let's get on to the next one. So, thank you everyone for watching this video, and if you've liked it, remember to leave a like rating and subscribe if you are new. But for now, it is goodbye from me. I shall see all of you guys very soon with my next video. So take care guys, and goodbye.